Hopefully it doesn't crash again. I swear. I hope my stream doesn't crash again. I'm gonna get so mad. Anyways, we changed games again. Because I gave up on that game. I've been changing games so many times. Oh my god. Oh. Hey, Alpha Ace. Hello, hello. I'll wait for other people to come in. So there is a nudity option, and I hid. There's also, if you look at Steam. Now, I don't know what they meant by nudity hide. If they meant, like, absolutely hiding it, or, like, I don't know what they mean by that. No, you gotta stream when I almost go to... Sorry, Raphael. Different game? Yeah, I changed like 5 games. I changed like 5 games. There's so many games that don't work. Like, I don't understand. Let's see. The continuation of Lighthearted. There is, how would you say? There is, this game contains several scenes of nudity, sexual situations, and profanity and drunkenness. The uncomfortable topics such as the oh my god. Okay, okay. I know, I feel deja vu. I don't know what you're talking about. Ah! Anyways, AMC Rush, a red thread. Okay. I'm sad now, I gotta go back to work. Oh. It should be fine, it should be fine. Ah! Okay, okay, Wait, I need to warn you guys! Warning. There. Pin. Okay. Bye, Raphael. Man, what is this game? I'm worried. I'm really worried now. It should be fine. It should be fine. It should be fine. Alright. I almost missed some Skylight streams because of different schedule, but I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to whatchamacallit. So I should be fine. It should be fine. Alright. Prologue. I don't know what's it going to be, so I'm gonna put up. What do you mean, Scal? What do you mean? Oh yeah, you're not in Discord. Are you in Discord, MC Rush? I'm going to change back to nighttime schedule because I'm going to change back to streaming at night because my golf schedule is changing, so I have to like do it with that. So I'm going back to streaming at night. If y'all okay with it. Where's the payphone? No, 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 no. Not that. Properties. Oh. Pfft. What is this? Properties. What is this? I'm trying to find where the heck my payphone went. Let's go. No more pulling an all-nighter for me. That's good. That's good. Also, what is this? I have a mustache. Okay. I'm looking through my picture things. I have a mustache. What is this? Oh, this is a racket. Oh, well, have fun then. Yeah. I might miss your night stream because it's morning for me. Sorry. Oh, here it is. There's the payphone. Okay, I'll have the payphone ready when anything happens. Anyways, okay, let's get going. MC Rush, are you not able to come? Flowering Nightshade is a sequel to Blooming Nightshade and is better enjoyed after playing that game. No, that unibrow stash. Oh, come on. Bruh, what is my fashion? It's very interesting. Thank you, please come again. I finished packing up what the customer had ordered and handed it to them with a smile. After they left, I stretched and walked to the back room. I waved to my manager so that he knew my shift was over. Getting changed out of my work uniform, I checked my phone for the time. My friends were going to be here any minute. I head outside. I saw Kiyomi and Izumi walking towards me. I smiled widely and waved to get their attention. Another day of hard work? This is Izumi, who was a volleyball star back when we were at school. Now she worked as a manager for a volleyball club, helping the players train and such. Huh. It was another day of work, that's for sure. Oh, what? My job could be pretty tiring, but it certainly wasn't hard work, as Izumi called it. Don't slack off, or you may drive off customers. This is Kiyomi. She almost always feeling cold due to the genetic condition, so she often wears layers. She was on the track team in the high school, but now works for a software QA company. Wow! Well, I'm just watching. Okay. Whose route did you pick first? No. This is the prologue. This is like the beginning. And then I'll pick routes. The three of us were close in high school, so when we all happened to be working in the same city, we got back together to hang out. Anyone going to the convenience store probably doesn't care what the cashier looks like. I suppose you're not wrong. It's still a good idea to look interested so your manager sees you working hard. We walked down the street talking about each other's work for a bit. Before long, Izumi pointed out the bakery and turned to us. Hey, why don't we stop here for a bit? Maybe grab a post-work snack. Sure, let's go, Himika. Why do we look not grown up? We still look like the same. Oh well. Oh yeah, let's do it. It is what it is. Wait, is this new person? Is that a new person? I don't know. We walked into the bakery where we were quickly greeted by the manager. She smiled widely and waved us as we entered. She was probably middle-aged with a tattoo on one arm. Hey, Nanami, customers. Yo, Nanami. The baker's assistant ran out from the back room and she was flustered, which was familiar to me from when I knew her in high school. Coming, sorry. When Nanami saw us, she smiled and waved at us as she came to the counter. Hello, what can I get for you? I'll take one of these cookies, please. We all ordered, and Nanami put together. Well, I gotta go to sleep early. Enjoy, everyone. Bye. All right. Have a good sleep, MC Rush. We all ordered, and Nanami put together the goods. Once it was all together, I'm still sleepy. 5 more minutes. Understandable. Me too. She handed the bag over to us and bowed. Thank you for coming. Good work, Nanami, and thanks for stopping by, girls. No problem. We waved goodbye to Nanami and walked out of the bakery, dividing up our orders. After we had our snacks, Kiyomi made a show of checking her phone for the time. Sorry, but I need to get to sleep early tonight. I'm not even getting enough rest lately. I won't keep you. Make sure you rest up. Yeah, don't worry about us. Kiyomi smiled at us and nodded. See you later then. After Kiyomi went her own way, Izumi turned to me. I have some stuff to take care of, so I'll be heading home too. See you later. Yeah, see ya. She waved and walked off. I was on my own now, and I could see the sun approaching the horizon. Better grab some dinner and head home for myself. Reuniting in a cup. What is that? Oh, this is new music. What the heck? Huh. I was shopping for some clothes at the mall when I noticed a few figures I recognize among the crowds. As I approached curious, I realized I was right. Kiku and Itsuko. Itsuko. Is that how I say it? Probably. We're here. Hey, how many Yuri games are there? I don't even know. There's probably a lot, to be honest. But most of them are like expensive, so it took them a moment, but they both seemed to recognize me and waved back. Hey Himika, how are you? It's been a while. It's nice to see you two again. Flute girl. I suppose it has been a while. What are you two up to? We're looking for some speakers. Itsuko needs them for her class. I recall that Kiku was very good with musical instruments, something that helped her thrive at her school's music club, but surely through university as well. As for Itsuko, it seemed that musical knowledge was of some assistance to what she needed. She was in a university now, and so this class was probably related to her field. Kiku said she might know what kind of speakers would be best for what I need. That sounds cool. At any rate, I won't bug you too much. I'm not sure if I'd be of help. Maybe not. Yeah, in that case, have fun. Oh, but how about we exchange info so we can talk later? That's a great idea. Let me grab my phone. After we had exchanged information, I let those two continue their search. I had finished finding the clothes I was looking for when I saw another familiar figure. This woman was hunched over a bit, and her hair seemed a bit messy. For a moment, I almost didn't recognize her as Shiori, who had kept a immaculate public appearance during high school. I'm heading off to work. Have fun streaming. Alright. Oh yeah, Angel Dust. Did you hear about the update? Are you in Discord? I'm gonna start streaming at night. Worried about what she could be going through, I decided to walk over to her. Shiori's probably a VTuber now. Oh my god, so true. I could see that. Holy shoot, yeah. Because she likes games and stuff, and she likes being inside, and she doesn't like socializing, just like me. Oh my god. I was worried about what she could be going through. I decided to walk over to her. Hey, Shiori. Yeah, I'm not... Okay, so it's gonna start after I come back from my vacation. Hey, Shiori. Shiori jumped, but quickly righted herself and turned to me with a half smile. Himika, fancy meeting you here. Do you usually go out like this? She slumped her shoulders. These days, yeah. Why? I usually just stay home, so it usually doesn't matter. This was worrying. I hadn't seen Shiori since school, and it looked like she really let herself go. Hey, how about we exchange some information so we can meet up? I tried to sound neutral, even friendly about it, but I was mostly worried. Sure, one moment. After I got the information and confirmed that it was real, I reluctantly said goodbye. While I had found what I needed at the mall and ran into some old school friends, I was a little worried about Shiori now. Aw. Character stories are now unlocked. Returning character stories continue from their romantic ending in Blooming Nightshade. The other stories continue from the normal ending of Blooming Nightshade, unless noted otherwise. What? Okay. Are you ready? Side stories? Storm on your peace. Wow. And then there's a new person. There's a new person. Okay. Okay. So, who we choosing? choosing? Ah. I mean, we got a wide variety of people to choose. We can even do the side story. I don't even know what that is. Looks like a singer. Yeah, Nanami kinda, well, not bold looking. She looks like she's reading something interesting. I guess so. And then she already looks like more of a gamer now. Kiyomi? Really? Really? Okay. Okay, okay. Alright. We were close, right? How close were we? Because, like, I know we were close, but, like, how close? Like, anyways, don't worry about me. Kiyomi texted me the location of a park she wanted to meet me at after we were both off work, so I went over there as soon as I was able to. Kiyomi must have come right from work since she was still wearing the kind of outfit that she usually wore at work. While it looked good on her, it wasn't always warm enough for a body temperature problem. Hey Kiyomi, I didn't keep you waiting, did I? Oh no, I've been here for a while, but I actually texted you after I got here. She must have taken off early today. If she had been here for that long, I followed where her gaze has been before I spoke her, trying to see if anything was out on the lake. Is everything okay? You look a bit distracted. We shall start the series with a steamy row. I don't think this is steamy. I think this is serious. Kiyomi sighed, standing up straighter and fixing her glasses. She sighed again, slumping her shoulders. I wouldn't say that I'm fine, but honestly, I felt off. Like, I can't seem to get into anything. I've made a list of shows I want to watch, but I keep going back to things I've already seen instead. And the last time Izumi had us over to play board games, I almost didn't go because I didn't feel up for it. I frowned, taking a few steps closer to her. I wanted to hug her, but I wasn't sure if she wanted that. Did something happen to make you feel like this? I don't know. I can't remember anything in particular. Kiyomi let out another deep sigh. She must have felt a lot of stress to keep sighing so deeply. I'm sorry. This was supposed to be a date, not a therapy session. I don't see Izumi or Nanami acting like this to each other. I felt a bit of frustration at hearing that. Our friends... Wait, they're dating! Izumi and Nanami are dating? That much was true, but it didn't feel right to judge our relationship based on what we saw of theirs. I'm sure they sometimes talk about things that made them upset sometimes. That's how you find a way to feel better usually. Yeah, but it's just when those two first got together, I had the impression that they were just friends who happened to have, interesting. Now it's so clear how much they support each other. Yo, Eric, welcome. Kiyomi turned away, leaning on the nearby railing. When I look at our relationship, I don't see that. I just see myself complaining at you and asking you to make it all feel better. Kiyomi, that's not all there is. I took a spot at the railing next to Kiyomi, taking a deep breath. Maybe you're in a bad place right now, but you've been good to me too. I mean, you were the first one to get my sisters off my back for deciding to skip university, but that was years ago. What have I done for you lately? I sighed, sliding my hand over Kiyomi's. Kiyomi, I'm sorry, I'm ruining our date. It's okay. I'm trying to think of a way to prove to you that we're just as close as Izumi and Nanami are. But for now, let's go get a snack. Yeah, that sounds good. I took Kiyomi's hand and led her away. I strained my mind on where to take her to get her mind off these depressing thoughts she was having. There had to be something that could cheer her up. Bro, Kiyomi's place? Look how fancy this looks. I went over to Kiyomi's place after work. Today we were planning to start a drama series called The Crown Disaster. It was on a strange concept, but one that was very much something Kiyomi would be interested in. The short version was that the show was based on a hypothetical world where the virus was discovered in 2019, had been allowed to spread outside the initial quarantine zone in China, Italy, and the United States. Isn't that... Wait, is that COVID? It seems like a bleak show, and I wasn't sure I wanted to see what a pandemic would look like. But with all the stress Kiyomi seemed to be under, I wanted to help comfort her somehow. I'm waiting for Himika's magical room. Where everything happens. Anyways, my room where everything happens. I don't know why. However, when we sat down to watch, Kiyomi looked like she was spacing out, and I had to poke her shoulder a few times to get her to respond. Hey, are you okay? Sorry, I don't know if I'm ready to watch anything. Did something happen? Kiyomi sighed, putting the remote away. Nothing specific, but she took off her glasses and rubbed her eyes. I'm just so sick of my coworkers. They're just awful. My team manager always just assumes I know what needs to be done and never tells me what he actually wants or reminds me about anything. The others aren't much better either. They almost seem offended when I ask for help. What kind of team is that? That's a team out of order. She put her glasses back on and laid back. And then when I actually know what's going on and try to offer advice on how to handle things better, no one listens to me. They act like I'm an idiot because they don't tell me anything. So therefore, I don't have any good ideas. She was getting a bit worked up, and when she noticed this, she covered her face. Ugh, I suck. What the? No, they suck. They aren't acting as a team when you're on a team. I leaned over Kiyomi, hesitantly stroking her face. You don't suck. It sounds like maybe this is just a bad job. If your team isn't going to take you seriously, you're not going to be able to get things done well. That doesn't make it your fault. Kiyomi pulled away from my touch, continuing to cover her face. I should be trying harder to fit in. What the? No. You don't deserve to be at that place then. Now if this place is a bad fit for you, your coworkers also need to be willing to accept you. Kiyomi sighed, slumping into a heap. That isn't gonna happen. I wasn't sure what to say, so we both went silent. I ended up playing with my fingers, afraid of staying quiet, but not sure what would help. Kiyomi is top fragging that team. Haha! Charu! Trying to come up with ideas of something to say. Why don't you just quit? You know, if you're staying there, wasting your time, wasting your talent by having people push you down, bruh, you can pay a lot more if you find a better place. To say, I looked around Kiyomi's apartment without anything else to fill the silence. I decided to voice my thoughts. Now that I really look at it, this apartment isn't too bad. Is this really a single-person apartment? Technically, it was originally a two-person suite. That's pretty cool, so if we moved a few things, I could probably live here with you. Kiyomi sat up, suddenly looking more alert. What did you say? Oh, I was saying that there might be enough room for me to move in, since the place is the right size, and you don't have too many things, stuff like that. Kiyomi blinked a few times, like she was trying to process something, and then she turned and grabbed my arm. If that's something you're interested in, I think we should do it. It won't take me long to make room for you. I almost tried to explain that I was just standing in observation, but when I saw Kiyomi's face, I stopped with my mouth half open. Bruh, she looked so hopeful. After the last few weeks of seeing her upset all the time, I couldn't bring myself to shut her down. Okay, I'll look into moving out of my current place then. Seeing Kiyomi smile grow made me smile too. It was like everything is a little bit lighter now that she was excited. I'll get the paperwork ready for having you move in. The landlord will have to remath a few things to make it double again, but I'm sure he'll take the extra money he'll probably get from the deal. Kiyomi hurried off to her computer, and I chuckled to myself as I followed her. I hadn't seen her this happy in a while. You know, she could just quit her job. That could be a very big thing. Life got hectic for a bit while I moved in with Kiyomi, and it was really fun to get to live with my girlfriend. After 2 weeks or so of getting everything settled, the two of us were living under the same roof. Getting to see Kiyomi every day made me feel giddy, and it felt like a honeymoon. Are you saying that the magical aspect of Himika's room was Himika all along? I guess so. But now this is Himika's room, so I guess this is the special room. But it felt like as soon as the momentum of the movement was gone, Kiyomi started to drift back into I can't talk, depression. She would often sigh when getting back from work, and sometimes she didn't have the energy to do anything in the evenings. I felt like it was my responsibility to find a way to cheer Kiyomi up, now more than ever, so I began to think of ways I could help her feel better. I see nothing with sighing. But you know what I learned? The more you sigh, the more wrinkles you get. Like, does sighing make you older? When I think of sighing, often a connection of conveying a mood or emotion. For example, sometimes we use breathing a sigh of relief. However, many of our sighs are actually involuntary. That means we don't control when they occur. On average, humans produce about 12 spontaneous sighs in an hour. That means you sigh every 5 minutes. What does it mean if you're sighing a lot more frequently? Is sighing good or bad? Sighing is good. Man, I sigh too much. Stress, anxiety, depression, respiratory conditions. I don't think I have respiratory conditions. Anyways, man, this is good. Really? Seeing Kiyomi had her shoulders slumped as she got home from work, I decided to try the first thing I had come up with. Hey, Kiyomi, long day? Yeah. She put down her things and walked over to the bed, flopping onto it face first. I hesitantly walked over and touched her back. Are you okay? Just exhausted. Do you want to take a nap? Not that kind of tired. She didn't say anything more elaborate, so I sat down next to her, rubbing her back. I tried to think of how to make my offer. Hey, cheese! I sigh every time I breathe in. Hey, Kiyomi. Huh? She got up from a sitting position, but it took her a long time to do so. It was like every movement was being dragged through a thick liquid. Want to do something fun? Like what? I hesitated. Oh my god. Feeling a bit worried. I feel like Kiyomi would usually play along or give a suggestion here, but I guess she hasn't been her usual self for a bit. I decided that I couldn't be subtle in this situation, and I took a deep breath and just said what I was thinking. Ah! Kiyomi glanced over at me. Her eyes are taking a moment to focus. She rubbed her face with one hand and nodded slowly. Yeah, maybe that will help. I still recommend her to quit her job. I recommend her a lot to quit her job. Ah! Holy shoot. I'm afraid. Something might happen. I'm afraid something might happen. Cough, cough. I didn't think it would do that. Okay, I don't know if this is acceptable. It's just bathing suits, right? I'm afraid of continuing this. Because, I don't know. I'm scared. That came out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm scared. I'm very scared. Wait, I turned off nudity. Does that mean? Oh god, thank goodness I turned off nudity. Holy shoot, I'm scared. Ah! That's very... I'll read some of it. I'll just read some of it and then I'll come back. They hopped into bed. Anyways. Oh no. Bruh, you can show their faces. Oh my god. Well, here's the thing. They stopped doing it because, Kiyomi wasn't, you know, actually there. Kiyomi was averting her eyes But yeah. Kiyomi was averting her eyes and she wasn't there for this thing. Kiyomi? She suddenly grabbed her face and I thought I hear her sob. What am I doing with my life? Huh? She rolled onto her side and started crying. I'm stuck in a pointless job where no one listens to me. Everyone expects me to do things without telling them, then get mad if it doesn't happen. And even when I'm not at work, I'm a boring friend and a terrible girlfriend. I can't even hold it together long enough. Oh no, she's... So yeah. I don't think you guys want to see this fight. Their faces are so sad. What happened to the gameplay? I want to see it. Not exactly. I doubt Izumi or Nanami have problems like that. Kiyomi was shivering. I felt like I need a play episode, tons of Yuri material. What do you mean? And I felt a need to hold her and comfort her. I slowly leaned in, then hugged her when she didn't pull away. You're not a bad girlfriend, Kiyomi. I wanted to cheer you up, not upset you. See, I managed to mess everything up. I sighed, holding her tighter. Kiyomi, you're not a bad person. You're under a lot of stress right now. You need a break. That won't fix the problems with me. Maybe it won't on its own, but it'll help, and you'll be able to figure out how you can fix things. Kiyomi seemed like she was really close to... she was ready to argue more, but then she sighed and collapsed. Episode Stray Heart is a masterpiece. I see. Phone. It felt like my heart was being torn apart slowly. I watched Kiyomi as she hugged herself and sobbed. Even with her hands in my arms, I felt like I wasn't reaching her. Kiyomi needed help, and maybe I needed help in finding her some. Okay, we're done. We're done with that. Take the payphone off. Anyways, that weekend I set up a meeting with Izumi to talk about what happened with Kiyomi. I knew she was having a hard time, but I didn't realize how bad it was getting. When I heard that you two had moved in together, I thought it was over, but it sounded like it's still really bad. I nodded, hands on my hip. I tried to think of ways to handle this. Well, now that you know the details, do you have any ideas? Welcome, Ray. No, I'm not sure I'm the best to ask for relationship advice. Kiyomi would probably disagree. She seemed to think you and Naomi... Oh god. Holy shoot. Scaring me. having an ideal relationship, but the way she talks about you two. Izumi laughed out loud, needing to hold her side when she had finished. I snickered, having not expecting such a big reaction. An ideal relationship with me involved? Naomi had to call me out for being a jerk, and she broke up with me until I apologized for playing with her feelings. You know, I have been a bit curious about how you two got together. Kiyomi and I were under the impression that you two hooked up a few times, and we suddenly realized you two were going steady. What is this strange Doki Doki? This is not Doki Doki Literature Club. What? What does that mean? Izumi nodded, looking away. She paced a bit, an awkward frown on her face. Yeah, it's a lot more complicated than that. I'll try and summarize a bit. She rubbed her chin. Oh my god. She rubbed her chin, as if that would help her recall the past better. Oh my god. My throat! Bruh, Renpaka, don't do that joke here. That hurt. That hurt so much. Because I did a sneeze and a cough at the same time. Oh, my throat just exploded. Ow. This should be fine. I think it was during our last year at Solon Academy when I realized that Naomi had a crush on me. I wanted to know what blank felt like, so I pretended to want to go out with her. Oh. Bruh. Don't do that. I was going to dump her just before graduation so she wouldn't leave me hanging, but she figured out that I wasn't serious about her and blew up at me. I told her that I should have been honest with her about what I wanted, and she figured out that I must have been lying to myself about what I wanted too. Izumi sighed, pushing back her hair. Since she was still friends with you and Kiyomi, we tried to act like nothing happened. It was during that time I realized just how cruel I had been to her, using her feelings to get laid, then planned to throw her away. I had no idea this was happening. That was the idea. Don't blame yourself. Even though she said that Izumi had a pained look on her face. She must have felt so lonely, keeping the secret from her friends to keep everyone happy. Oh my god. I gotta sneeze again. Then I yawned. I eventually caved. Oh god. Just sneeze. And talked to my mom about it, and she was quick to blame it on my dad walking away from us. Really? Even though that's a knee-jerk reaction. Oh my god. I wonder if maybe I had been more affected by that than I thought. You did worry about people not liking you before you failed. Yeah, so with that in mind, I tried to figure out what I could do to make things better. In the end, I decided I want to see Naomi happy. I want to stick around for her, unlike what my dad did, unlike what I planned to do to her. So, I went to Naomi and I apologized. I was actually afraid that she wouldn't forgive me after what I had done to her. Now that I let myself feel that kind of connection to someone without running away from it, I was afraid to lose that feeling. But she took you back, right? Izumi nodded, a sad smile on her face. Yeah, I didn't really deserve a second chance, but she gave me one anyways. She must have seen how much you had changed, and felt safe knowing you wouldn't plan to leave her again. Maybe. Izumi laughed nervously, rubbing her face. I'm getting chills just telling. I thought that said chilies. I'm getting chills just telling the story. I really do not deserve Naomi's affection. Hearing her say that made me want to challenge that thought, but also gave me an idea. Izumi, what you had just said there, it sounded a bit like the things Kiyomi had been saying. Hearing her say that made me want to challenge that thought. It also gave me an idea. Bless you. Thank you. Izumi, what you just said there, it sounded a bit like things Kiyomi has been saying. Can we tell Kiyomi about how you and Naomi got together? If she sees that even you two had a rough patch, where things almost didn't work, maybe she'll realize she's not as bad as she thinks she is. Izumi consider this, arm crossed. You know, maybe that could work. In fact, I think it would be a good idea if I got Naomi involved too. We can all work together to convince her. So it's like an intervention to cheer her up. Izumi chuckled. Yeah, I guess it would be something like that. Can you find a way to get Kiyomi to the place we set up? Yeah, just give me time and a place. Good, I'll see what we can do. I went back home with a tentative level of confidence. I believe we could help Kiyomi if we all work together. Course correction 412. When the arranged day came, I went to pick up Kiyomi after she was done with work and brought her to the bakery that Naomi worked at. When we got inside, the baker grinned at us as if she got an idea of what was going on. Naomi's friends, right? Why don't you sit over there? Naomi can tell me what you'd like in the moment. Kiyomi seemed puzzled by the idea of placing an order on the table while at a bakery, but she went along with the suggestion. I was worried I'd have to figure out something to talk about to buy some time, but it only took a minute or two for Naomi and Izumi to show up and take a seat with us. Why are we all here like this? It feels like an intervention or something. I bite my lip and glance at Izumi, who sighed. In a way, it kinda is. Kiyomi looked at Naomi, then back at Izumi. Then she turned and seemed to realize that I was blocking her way out, which made her lean over into the table. Why? We are worried about you. You haven't been the same lately. That's right, you're sulking more, and you don't seem to have to be having as much fun as you used to. Kiyomi took off her glasses and put her head in her hands. Look, I can't be perfect all the time like you are, Naomi. Everyone seems to think I'm smarter, nicer, better than I really am. But I'm just some loser who's trying to get by without blank everything up. Oh my god, my throat. You aren't a loser, Kiyomi. I put a hand on Kiyomi's shoulder, worried that she might pull away if I did much more. Kiyomi, you don't have to be perfect. But you also need to see that you're way better than you are. How am I supposed to look good when compared to people like Naomi and Izumi? Izumi seemed to take this as her cue to bring up what we came here to talk about, since she sucked in a deep breath and leaned in. Kiyomi, we're not perfect either. There was a time when I really hurt Naomi, and it's only because I changed. Naomi is so forgiving that we're still together. That's right. And I spent a lot of time hiding what had happened from you and Himika so that you two wouldn't worry. Even though I should have talked to someone about how I felt. Kiyomi perfectly described me. Except it's all true. That's not true. That's not true. Oh my god. I'm sorry. My voice is probably changing right now. Because I destroyed my throat with that cough sneeze. Kiyomi glanced out, frowning deeply. What do you mean? After that, Izumi and Naomi told their story to Kiyomi. She was silent for most of the story, so I had prompted Izumi and Naomi a few times to help them move things along. Once the story was over, Kiyomi sniffled and started to cry. Kiyomi? I put an arm around her and leaned in to try and check her face. Oh my god, I'd see something there to tell me what was wrong. I'm sorry, was that too much to tell you? No, not that. She covered her face, still sniffling. It's just, even if you, I can't talk. If even you two look so happy now, had something like that happened to you, why the heck am I unhappy? Izumi and Naomi look at each other, then seem to come up with something and nodded. It sounds like you're under a lot of stress. That would be the best reason I could think for why you would feel so inadequate. Has work been too hard on you? Kiyomi rubbed her eyes and I tenderly stroked her back. My team really sucks. They don't listen to me and expect way too much. Izumi chuckled, then tried to hide it with a cough. Sounds like a potential source of the issue. Maybe... Take it slow. Maybe I know this is a big thing to ask of someone. Maybe you should find a new job, or at least something better at the same company, if you can. Yeah, if you and Himika run low on money, just ask us and we'll pitch in what we can. I couldn't help but smile at how supportive they were being, and I slowly ducked down to see what Kiyomi's expression looked like. You're all way too nice to me, all three of you. We're your friends, aren't we? Yeah, we're here to help you, Kiyomi, so you don't feel like you have to keep pushing through each day alone, feeling like nothing will ever change. We have some money set aside. If you need a new job to feel better, go find something that makes you happier. Kiyomi started sniffling again, and she suddenly turned and flopped onto me. I felt her start to sob into my chest. We didn't just make things worse, did we? I don't think so. When she was still crying, I felt Kiyomi shift a bit so she could say something. Thank you, all of you. I'm sorry. It's okay. I rubbed her back, my face hot at the idea that someone might walk in on this. It took a few minutes for Kiyomi to pull herself together and put her glasses back on, and she was still red-faced from crying so hard. Even so, she was smiling when we prepared to leave. I'm sorry I worried all of you. I'll try and find a way to lower my stress in a more healthy way. I'm sure you can do it. As we made our way to the door, the baker handed me a box of treats of some kind. On the way out, you can flip the sign that says I'm out of the store. Oh, can you? Oh, okay. Oh, sure. I wondered if I should pay for the treats, but the baker shooed me away. Instead, I decided to consider them as a gift, and went to take Kiyomi home. There, here's lunch for the day. We don't have to pay for it, so we can save money. A few days after our kind of intervention, I got I was reading something on my phone when Kiyomi got home from work. She let out a huge sigh as she kicked off her shoes and dumped her things. What a long day. I put my phone down and stood up. Are you okay? Kiyomi shrugged, then nodded slowly. As much as I can be. I finally finished the paperwork I needed for the transfer request. Oh, that sounds good. How did it go? Kiyomi made a strange